Hey, everybody. I am so glad that you're here tonight, spending your Friday with us. I'm excited to have Nicolette Good with me and really pumped to hear her music. And I'm excited about um, everybody out there hearing her music. So we'll wait a little bit for everybody to join us. And I know that I say this every week, like there are so many other things you could be doing on a Friday night, like, you know, folding clothes, watching Netflix.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here with us. Um,
Netflix will be there. We won't
yes.
necessarily be there.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Netflix will always be there. Um, so we've got a few people joining us. Hi, Mike, two Mikes, Mike Alford and Mike Greer,
Hey,
and Larry
Mike.
King. Um, so good to see all of y'all. Larry King says, "Welcome back. Missed you." I took the last 2 weeks off because I'm teaching art part time, and we started back face to face. So uh, it was a crazy, crazy week.
Had you been doing art lessons online?
Yeah, at the end of last year, um,
Yeah.
when we moved after spring break, moved to distance learning or whatever. Um, yeah, so it's interesting, and
Yeah.
I only started doing this like Thanksgiving of last year, so like uh, it's
That's
all trial
how,
by fire at this point. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. So
yeah, that's how I felt about teaching music lessons. I had really only been doing it for 6 months, and then I was like, okay, I'm still figuring out how to teach music,
yeah,
much less through all of this computer, but we
yeah,
figured it out.
yeah, yeah. So apart from teaching, I mean, if there are people hopping on who have not had the opportunity to hear you or meet you, tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, and how you got into
Sure.
songwriting.
I'm a Texas girl. I grew up in Houston, and then spent a good chunk of time in San Antonio. I had gone there for college to study music. I had played piano since I was a little bitty one, and yeah, in San Antonio is kind of where I got my musical footing, and you know, kind of got involved in the songwriter community there, which is a cool town to be from musically. There's lots of art in San Antonio and artists. So anyway, that was really cool. And I had been working on my craft and put out a few recording projects over the years. I just released one in 2019 called Reverie, which I'm really proud of. Um, yeah, and so then I moved to Austin, Texas, a couple years ago, and started working more as a staff musician for the first time, which was really good for my chops, like at a
Mm,
worship service or at music gatherings for a nonprofit. And um, yeah, I was really grateful for those to get to kind of flex some different muscles, musically speaking.
yeah, yeah. Those are definitely good opportunities to adjust. Right? We
Yeah.
can get comfortable in our own doing our own thing, but then like when you're consistently working with other people and like doing songs like you mentioned worship services, like doing songs that other people know and
Hmm.
need to like they need to participate in, like that's a whole
Right.
nother like you can't just like go with it and like just whatever happens happens, because sometimes
Yeah.
it's like no, we gotta, everybody else has to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. That
yeah.
was good because that was good for my brain because I did kind of come out up the traditional academic route of music and have a good handle on theory, but I don't have as much experience jamming and just
Mm,
improvising in pop music. And so this was a really cool opportunity in Austin. It's a place downtown called St. David's Episcopal.
oh yeah.
And it was like a contemporary service where we got to pick the selections for our main anthem song in the middle of the service, and we picked secular music, and I did it with a fellow songwriter you may know, Vanessa Lively, also from Austin. And so she would bring a lot of her songs. I brought a few of mine, and we wrote songs. It was just so cool. Really grateful for that.
Very cool. Cool. Well, we had my husband says woohoo for San Antonio. He grew up in San Antonio.
Oh, cool. Go Spurs, go.
Yeah. Viva los Spurs. And let's see, we've got Vernon also has joined us and says, good to see you, Nicolette. So
likewise.
Well, why don't we start with you sharing a song?
Okay. Here's an oldie but a goodie. This one's called Call Me. Call me when you get lonely. There's nothing attached if you're looking for strings. I'm no foolish young thing. I know a chorus from a refrain. I know that 7 little numbers on a napkin don't add up to a ring. But I've got half a mind to go out and find me a man who thinks he can. If you don't plan on falling for me, so call me downright crazy. Honey, call me any name that fits. Honey, call it anything but quits. 'Cause I've got half a mind to go out and find me a man who thinks he can. If you don't plan on falling for me, well, have I wasted all of my precious time? As the operator disconnected my line, I've been drinking alone, thumbing a number on the telephone, and singing along to the dial tone, a desperate woman's microphone. And I've got half a mind to go out and find me a man who thinks he can. If you don't plan on falling for me.
Love it.
Thank
you.
you.
So good. So good. So what's the story behind that song? Is there one?
You know, no, not really, other than I love a tightly crafted pop song, and I'm also kind of a sucker for early orchestral country music, you know, like early Hank Williams and Willie Nelson and Patsy Cline, that kind of stuff. And I was just reveling in that feeling of those dreamy lyrics. And yeah, I don't know. I remember where I was. I was like on my porch and call me what? Call me who? You know?
I love it. That was great.
Did we get to hear one of yours?
Yeah. And I earlier today, I was telling you earlier that I've been doing this over this quarantine time a lot. And I realized that I'm kind of doing the same songs week after week after week. Just kind of leaning on my favorites, leaning on the ones that I'm really comfortable with playing. So I decided to not do that today and push myself a little bit. So this song is called Knots, and it's actually the title song from my EP. And for some reason, like it knots me up every time I have to play it, like
Okay.
bar none. So I hardly ever do it.
That's
Uh,
funny. The title track you
right,
hardly ever do.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We decided on the title of the EP and then wrote the song
Very cool.
because we were like, there's this theme of on the EP. There's kind of a theme of just marriage, relationships, that kind of thing, and there's the word knots, being tied up in knots, is in another song on the EP. And so we're like, man, it would be great if it were the title, if we had a title song. And so then that's where this came from. And I like it. It's just, you know, it's a weird one for me. I don't know.
I like the weird ones.
Yeah. So here we go. The one downfall to ukuleles is their inability to stay in tune. Here we go. Still kind of not quite. You and I are like knots, bound together to bear the burden. You and I are like knots, braided round the ankle, best friends forever. Do we pull tight together or push through to let go? You and I, tied up like knots. You and I are like knots, once purposefully crafted, intended to outlast. You and I are like knots, we're left unattended, a tangled damn mess. We're chaos and order at the end of our rope. You and I, tied up like knots. We're holding on to all that we've strung between us, keeping everything from rolling on the floor. The noose has been hung, the cord's been cut low, yet we're not undone. 'Cause you and I are like knots, a simple complexity that can never be solved. You and I are like knots, all forever connected, mysteriously spun. So give me your finger, help me tie a pretty bow. 'Cause you and I, we're tied up like knots. Oh, oh, oh.
Yes, love that. Wait, so why is that a weird one for you? Like because of the content or the subject matter, or because of the music of it, or is it like different than your usual sound?
I think it's just, it's like full of words, full of chords. It's full, like I'm not confident playing it. I typically play, before quarantine, I typically play with, like in a trio. And so like, it's just a really hard one for me to carry on the ukulele,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then I think because it was written, like the process of writing it, it like it was a weird process, right? Like, oh, we need a song to kind of like be the title, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful. I love it. It's got it. It's very evocative and dreamy. So,
oh, good.
It's working,
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. Well, that sort of inspires me to think about my next song being one that maybe I don't. Yeah, there's one that's coming to mind. One that I don't always pull out, and
yeah,
I like
you
it
should
a lot.
do it. That would make me feel good.
Okay. Now, should I do that now?
Yes, do it.
Okay. This one is on that record I was mentioning earlier. It's the record's called Reverie, and the song's called Oasis. Yeah, I think I wrote it on piano, which I rarely ever do. And I sort of battled with this song. There was like an energy ball of specific energy somewhere in my sphere that needed to be expressed. And it was like, no, that's not right. No, that's not right. And sort of finally, I at least got the right ballpark. I'm in the ballpark. While I was sleeping, I finally got around to doing some thinking. I don't think that way now. Just when I thought I had it, you fire a shot, semi-automatic. Afterthought like an oasis. You fired a question from the tip of your tongue, but there's something I'm missing. Is it a bullet or a gun? But I've gotta hand it to you. You look so real, but I've been running through you. You disappear, I've gotta hand it to you. You look so real, but I've been running through you. You disappear like an oasis, like an oasis, like an oasis. Just when I thought I had it, you fire a shot, semi-automatic. Afterthought, and I thought I saw it coming a mile away, but you took off running. You slip away. Yeah.
I have to unmute myself. Yay!
Yes.
No, I like that. I like it a
Thanks.
lot.
I sing it so rarely or infrequently that I mixed up the chorus, like, but whatever. You got the gist of it.
Wait, we didn't notice. It was all good. Talking about like well crafted, like some of those lyrics are great.
Oh,
Like the
thank
lyrics
you.
to the chorus, and then the placement of your chord when you sing Oasis, very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. All right. Well, so I'm looking at my set list, but wanting to do something different.
Wait, so do you, I don't know your music well enough to know, do you, like, what all instruments do you play?
I mean, primarily my singer-songwriter stuff, I just play the ukulele. I mean, I play the piano and I write a lot on the piano, but then that's too hard to carry around. So I just play everything on the
Cool.
ukulele.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just started delving into ukulele because I teach music lessons, and someone approached me saying, "Do you teach ukulele?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." So I'm really like developing this intense love and admiration and appreciation for the instrument.
Well, good. Most people don't consider it a real instrument.
Oh,
But that's okay. You know, it works for me.
yeah.
I actually really like writing to it because, because most chords are not full when you play them on the ukulele. And so like I like how it pushes me to fill in the gaps with the melody.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I was reading up in it. I think it came from Spain. Like Spaniards took it to Hawaii, and then the cultures mixed there, and then the Hawaiians adapted a different instrument from the Spaniards into this one, and yeah,
that's pretty
cool history.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with my set list. And then we'll play a game after this song. I wrote this song actually on the piano, so this is a good example of that.
Yeah.
As I say that, I'm like, and it would be a much better song on a piano. So I'm just gonna go for it and imagine piano. A stack of papers on the floor, 'cause she don't care anymore. Her coffee's looking kinda sad, mixed up with a whole lot of mad. His tangled fingers with another hand twisted hearts and screwed the whole damn plan. And she's left with papers. She got the ink ready to go, and she don't care anymore. Who knows? She know it ain't her fault. She ain't ashamed, just angry as hell. He's tangled fingers with another hand, twisted hearts and screwed the whole damn plan. So she served him with papers. Her unwashed hair falls across a teary eye, It ain't the heartache or fear of being lonely. Her fists pound the table. She stares up high. She's heated, steamed up, 'cause she's only left with papers. All she left him was papers. Ooh. He's tangled fingers with another hand, twisted hearts, and screwed the whole damn plan.
Yes. Oh, that's gorgeous. Intense.
Yeah, sad and intense. It's, those are the easiest songs to write.
Yeah. Maybe not always the easiest to stand by, but the easiest to write.
Yeah.
I love that you say screw the whole damn plan. It's like such a perfect little word for that universe of that song. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, game time.
Game time.
Dun, I wish I had like a little theme song like dun 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 dun. Game time. Dun 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 dun. So we are going to play a lip reading game. If anybody is here that was here previous Friday nights, you may have seen this game. It was really fun. I did it with Melanin. And so the way it's going to work is, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first? What do you want to guess first or?
Yeah, I'll guess first.
Okay. So this is how it's going to work. Nicolette's going to take her earbuds out and then not be able to hear us in theory.
Okay. I'll be good.
Okay. And then I am going to say a phrase and she's going to have to lip read and see if she can guess it.
Okay.
All
How
right.
many readings do I get?
I will just keep repeating until you get it right.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay. I forgot to like come up with a phrase, so
Oh.
give me give me a second. Got it. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can't hear you, but I am going to maximize my screen so I can see your... There we go.
Okay. Peanut butter jelly sandwich. Peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Okay, peanut butter jelly sandwich.
What?
Yay!
Yes. You totally got that. That was way too easy. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try to pick something maybe... Okay.
Okay,
All right.
ready?
Testing. Okay. 101 Dalmatians.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea.
101 Dalmatians.
101 Dalmatians.
Yep.
We're really good at this.
We are good.
Let's do one more time. That was
Yeah.
so fast. Like, okay, I'm gonna
Do
try to
something
come
really
up with,
hard.
Yeah. I think. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. 5-fingered toes. Five-fingered toes.
Okay.
5-fingered toes.
5 fingers on toes?
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah, that's close enough. It was 5-fingered toes. And I was like, that doesn't even make sense. There's no way she's going to get this. And then you got it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, one more time.
I didn't know that nonsense was an
Well,
option.
I was like, I've got to trick her. She's too good. And then you got it anyways.
Okay.
Okay, I'm taking these off. Dun, 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 dun.
If someone tuned in right now, they would just be like, what's happening? Okay. Okay. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Dang it.
Did I get it?
We're just too good. Yes, you got it. Yeah. First try.
We're
try.
like, we should go on some game show.
Yeah.
Is there a game show that does this? Some like Ellen DeGeneres game show or something.
Yeah.
Or, well, that may not, isn't she under like some heat right now? Maybe that's not a good idea. Somebody else has a game show. I'm sure of it. We could make some money and then record a lot of albums with all the money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe like we'll be stuck in a hostage situation together and you and I will have like, we can.
Yes, it
pass the
could
code.
really come in handy. Man,
Right.
that was fabulous. I'm like totally shocked.
For those watching, she told me beforehand that we were going to be doing a game. She said like on Jimmy Fallon, but my head went to the thing where Christina Aguilera comes on and does musical impressions like spot on of Adele, and I was like, I can't do that. So she went easy on me.
Next time, well, now you're so good at games. Like next time, I don't know, maybe that's what we should do.
Can you do any musical impressions?
Oh no, I don't think so.
You
I don't know that I've ever tried.
Yeah.
I don't think I am cool enough to know enough about popular musicians to even know how to.
Well, like I'm just thinking Oasis is a band I really liked coming up, and I love saying, it's like singing with their pronunciation. It's pretty great. Like I don't know, if you like Oasis, you know what I mean. They're just like crazy vowels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
I
great.
said maybe.
Oh, I love it. All right. Let's get back to songs.
Okay.
I could go on forever and just.
I know. I'm feeling inspired by this game theme here. Like, what else could we do?
Would you like to share a song with us?
Sure.
I'm like looking at all the comments while you're getting ready, and like, dang, y'all are good. That was pretty impressive. Whoa, what's it like to be so awesome?
Thanks, Mom.
Larry said, yeah, that was my husband. Larry said that we should have our own Netflix show.
I'm down.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It could be like Jack Ryan meets songwriter.
I like where your head's at.
Yeah, it would be cool.
This is a love song. It's called All the Time in the World. I'm sitting on a dream, lately the one where I get to hold you tight. And I know it's gonna seem crazy, but I will make it through another night. 'Cause it won't come true for a week that's all the time, that's all the time in the world. Yeah, it's a simple fact, I don't have to wait so long. And the second that you're back, it'll be like you were never gone. A pretty cool phenomenon. But baby, that's all the time, that's all the time in the world. I'm sitting on a dream, lately the one where I get told you tight. And I know it's gonna seem crazy, but I will make it through another night. And it won't be long, no it won't be long. But baby, that's all the time, that's all the time in the world. A pretty cool phenomenon. But baby, that's all the time, that's all the time in the world. Yeah, baby, that's all the time, that's all the time in the world. Yeah, baby, that's all the time, that's all the time in the world.
Larry says Taylor Swift should cut all the time.
Oh, well, Larry, call her up.
Call
Get
her
it started.
up. I was going to say the same thing. Get on it.
More and more, I've been thinking about writing for other people, you know, like other people's voices. Because I kind
Yeah.
of know what my voice can do and the sweet spots and the not so sweet spots. And so I'm like, how would I write if I had Angie's voice or Vanessa's voice or et cetera, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
been a
kinda-
fun thing to think about.
Yeah, that is kind of a crazy thing to think about. I don't think I'm good enough. That sounds hard.
Yeah, it does.
But that would take a lot of studying.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you just really have to like really study who you're writing for. I mean, I guess that's what like songwriters in Nashville do. They study, and know exactly who they're going to pitch to and how to do it. But I don't. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, I'll get back to you when I've mastered that.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, I think I'm gonna share a brand new song that I have not done before, except no, I haven't done it. I haven't done it before. So it's new, which means this might be the only time it sounds like this, because it will likely change.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Settling into a carpet haze, the air is cool, wraps my face with all these tears I'll drown. The weight of a broken heart is paralyzing, the sun ain't rising on the floorboard horizon, and I can't move. Love's leaving me floored, emotion outpoured, so overwhelming, my heart spinning when love swings like this, taking ground when it hits. I never see it coming, the weight of this loving, it's leaving me floored. Your brown eyes staring back at me, longing for something in mystery, and you take my hand. Slip the gold on my finger and look wide-eyed. Pledge to stay by my side. Ask me to be your bride, and my legs can't stand. Love's leaving me floored, emotion outpoured, so overwhelming, my heart spinning when love swings like this, taking ground when it hits. I never see it coming, the weight of this loving, it's leaving me floored. Dusty smell of the old church pew as I fall down the kneeler, and it strikes me too how he loves me so. Oh, that God gave me that I couldn't have planned. He took a girl who was damned and taught her how to stand. Surrendered on my knees. I know love's leaving me floored, emotion outpoured, so overwhelming, my heart spinning when love swings like this, taking ground when it hits. I never see it coming, the weight of this loving, it's leaving me floored. It's leaving me floored.
All right. Very cool. You have such an angelic voice.
Oh, thanks.
Just like your sustains, and it's very sweet
Oh.
and beautiful.
Thanks.
Thanks for doing this. Like I've done one live stream concert of my own, and I've done a handful of things that it wasn't like my show, but I was online streaming. But this sort of helps me feel a semblance of normalcy. So thank you.
Good. I'm glad. That's
And
the
I
goal.
Appreciate it because it's a lot of work. So thank you for doing all that work for us. And
Oh. Thanks to everybody who's coming and listening and making it fun for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Well, shall I play another
yes,
tune?
please.
This is the title track off of my latest, called Reverie. And it's a love song as well. I point that out because this song and the previous one are kind of like the only two love songs I've ever written. And I didn't, and they both were kind of a similar time. And I was like, oh, wow. So I can write a love song, or one that's not just drenched in angst and despair. All right. As every nightingale forgot to sing, and every moon forgotten to beam, does every wine you sip go down sour, and all your minutes pass as if an hour. And I know how you feel, I feel it too. My dreams that come at all are blue, but the far and few, the one or two when I dream of you, those are full of melody, color, touch, and reverie. Do you dream of me too? Did you ever sing a lover's lullaby for a chance to dream a glance of another lover dreaming by? And I know how you feel, I feel it too. My dreams that come at all are blue, but the far and few, the one or two, and I dream of you, those are full of melody, color, touch, and reverie. Say you dream of me too. See, I know how you feel, I feel it too. My dreams that come at all are blue, and the far and few, the one or two when I dream of you, those are full of melody, color, touch, and reverie. Say, yours are full of melody, color, touch, and reverie too.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you. Thanks.
I can tell that your influences are the oldies.
I'm such a
The
sucker for that
goodies.
stuff.
Man, me too. I love Willie Nelson and yeah. I wish I could write more like that, more old sounding stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. That's great.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks. Who were some of your influences?
Well, kind of a mixture, like Ella Fitzgerald, Willie Nelson, Patsy Cline, Nora Jones. I definitely have been influenced by jazz. And I was a vocalist before I ever played an instrument.
Oh, cool.
So I am more trained in that than anything else. So songs where I can lead vocally versus, that's kind of how I what's the right word?
Developed, maybe.
I was going to say have to survive, but
developed
was great.
Well, that's interesting. Just as I told a parent, yes, I teach ukulele, and then I'm like, cramming in a book about ukulele. Same thing with voice. I had taken choir in college, and that was my only real training. But as I've had to teach it, it's just music, really, in the end. But I've learned a lot as a vocalist myself by having to figure out how to teach someone else. It's been awesome.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Teaching is the best way to learn, for sure. Um, okay. How about I think we've got a decent amount of time left. According to my, what I'm looking at, we have about 9 minutes left.
Okay.
So I know I said 4 songs, but what if I sing one more, and then if we've got time,
Sure.
because I think the one I'm going to do is a pretty short one.
Okay.
So, may not take the whole time. And all this talking about influences and stuff. This is the one song that I shouldn't say one like that. This song was written on my back porch after listening to some Willie Nelson like IRS tapes.
IRS tapes.
Yeah, his IRS tapes. Have you listened to them? Oh my goodness.
Was him being audited?
Yeah. And it's just him and his guitar. And like if you love a sad song, and like some of them are almost like these little incomplete, like 1.5 verse thing, but they are so Willie.
I'll have to go check that out.
Yes, you need to. They're great. So this was inspired by, that's called Another Night. Another night without you. Okay, I'm going to start over. Can I tell you what happened? Because it's kind of funny. I looked up and I read a comment from my husband. And you know how sometimes when you're talking to somebody and you're multitasking and you're like, all of a sudden what comes out is the thing you just read, and it has nothing to do with what you're talking about? That totally just happened to me. Oh. So I was about to sing his comment.
Now there's a skill that we can market.
I think it has definitely been way too long of a week for me. Okay, I'm going to try that again. And I'm not going to look at the comments. Another night without you. Oh my gosh. I cannot get his comment out of my head. Okay, I've got it now. Oh my gosh. And I sing this song a lot. It is all his fault. He's like, my bad, my bad. It's all his fault. Okay, sorry. I won't do the intro again. Another night without you by my side. Another dream playing our love song. Another morning I'm gonna cry. Another tear, 'cause I did you wrong. And oh, I miss the sound of your voice sing. But all I can hear are your tears falling. Another night I'm gonna hum to myself to drown out the tune of you saying goodbye. And oh, I miss the sound of your voice sing, but all I can hear are your tears falling. Another night I'm gonna hum to myself to drown out the tune of you saying goodbye. Another night I'm gonna hum to myself to drown out the tune of you saying goodbye.
Oh,
Ah!
we're muting and unmuting each other. No, you mute. Oh, that's man. That's my little sweet spot. That song right there. That's
Oh, good.
my yeah. Not guilty pleasure, just like indulgence, maybe. That kind of nice work.
Thanks. Next time I won't read the comments when I start a song.
Or do and just see where it takes you.
Hey, just go with it. Go with the flow. All right. Do you have one more for us?
Yeah, here's a song called Tawakana about it's a fiction. I remember when he made his first try in the backyard where the kids would get high, and the summers came and the creek ran dry. Oh man, I had my guitar muted. Ha ha ha.
I was going to say, where'd the guitar go?
Oh. And all the moms thought the kid was pretty smart, just never seemed to really want to work that hard. Took a barroom match to a birthday card. All this time alive in Tawakana. Never thought for once I'd be seeing you. The congregation sang God Save the Child. They looked for hours through the plume and the pile, and what they never found was unexplained, and what they lost is really what they gained. I'm looking back and it's a miracle still, how everyone was blinded into picking up the bill. Reached in his wallet, pulled out a penny, threw it in the fountain and went in for the kill. All this time alive into walking up. Never thought for once I'd be seeing you. From the edge of the neighborhood, the flames were burning bright, and I never expected you to hang around for one more night. Maybe I should have known that all this time alive into walking up. Never thought for once I'd be seeing you. That all this time alive into walking up. Never thought for once I'd be seeing you. Thank you.
What a great way to end our time together, and I'm sad about it because this was super fun.
This was fun. Thank you for doing all this, Angie. Thanks for everyone for hanging out with us on your Friday night. It makes me feel like, oh, I got your Friday night.
Yes. Everybody make sure that Nicolette's information's like scrolling across the bottom there. Make sure that you pass along any tips to her. It's much appreciated. And again, thank you so much for coming, Nicolette, and for being my guest and playing silly games and sharing songs. And thank you everybody else for coming. And as far as next Friday and Fridays in the future, I really I don't have any planned for a while because I'm still trying to get used to this whole school schedule. So
Gosh, yeah.
stay tuned, everybody out there. I know some of us have been like coming every Friday night faithfully, and I love all of y'all for that. So we will do this again. Just not quite sure when. So, anyways, that's it.
Awesome.
Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time.